Hi guys, and welcome back to another beautiful video, and this time we have the Ersin MTB, the Generation 7, come out 2025 summer. It is ready now and it's on our website. You can just buy it straight away. They're on a great deal at the moment as well. You can see how beautiful this bike is. Kind of speaks for itself. We use Continental tires now on these bikes. They're very sticky tires. Their thickness is T30, so they're very thick and sticky. 3-axle, removable, of course, quick release. There isn't any small screws to mess around with. These are the best ones you can possibly buy. That's how they look. There's a charging port here. You can charge the bike if you want it to here on the bike, or you can take the battery off and charge it in the house. We have the Light Pro crank, one of the biggest you'll ever see on a bike. So when you're traveling at very high speeds, doing 35 miles an hour or even more, you can still pedal and there's still resistance. These are the folding metal pedals. So they're metal, they're strong, and they fold. So you can slide into your vehicle or go through the doors easily. And then once you're there, you just flip them open. They go like that. These are very good bikes. You've got the zinc plated chain, of course. They don't rust as easily, so they're more durable, more better. We have the tubeless tires now, so which means the rims are even stronger. We've got extra strong rims, and of course the biggest spokes we can possibly fit in these. It's got really thick spokes, so when you're traveling doing 35 miles an hour and you're going really fast at high speeds, you know it's going to be reliable. And these wheels are going to hold itself with these rims very well after a month, 2 months, 3 months. So a couple of months after, they're still going to be nice, strong and durable. There's a lot of bikes out there that are fast with big motors, but the problem is the rest of the bike is very shit. Meaning, so the wheels are not as strong or the brakes are not as strong. So it's not going to be reliable after a few months. And we don't have that problem with these. These are designed and built to be fast and to be reliable. You can see all the parts we use are Pro Max, XOD. We got the Neko, we got Pro Max, we got Pro Max. Everything's branded. Good parts that we use on these bikes. Even the seat has a lot of cushion on it, and it's got the suspension bit components on it as well. So it's gonna make it even more comfortable ride for you. I'm just gonna show you the other side of this bike. As you can see, it's a great bike, very well thought, very well built bike. You can see it like this, how they are. And you have the screen here. These are the brakes with the cut-off function. So when you apply the brakes, it cuts the power off the motor. So you're either braking or you're accelerating. That you can't do both together, which is great. Very useful. These are the brakes. Look, it's bigger than the motor itself. They're motorcycle grade. They're extra thick. These calipers last 4 times more than a standard caliper. These are motorcycle grade components, meaning they're going to last you a very long time. You don't need to change them for up to 2,000 miles. They're very good parts. Even the kickstand, this is made out of metal all the way here. You kick it like that, you kick it like that. It's very solid. Comes with the keys to take the battery off. You unlock it like this, push this knob to the side, and then the battery comes off. You slap it on, you turn the key, and it locks again like that. It's the front wheel. You can see chunky spokes, chunky tires, very sturdy, beautiful bike. Also, all these are matching as well with the logos on the bike. Everything is matching, including the suspension components. We've got them to match all together. They just look better together. You can see. And they look really good from a distance as well. We're just going to switch it on by pressing the button on the top, and the bike goes on. This is power level 1. You go up the levels, level 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is the most power, 1 is the least power, and 0 is just a push bike. If you press the M button, you can flick through the pages. This bike's done 33 miles an hour. It's done 0 miles altogether. The headlight is very good and sturdy. This is how you switch the headlight on these bikes. Press and hold the up button, and then this light comes up here. You can see the headlight is on. It's very good headlight, very bright, looks nice as well. And you switch it back off that way. So if I'm going to go up to level 5, and we're going to put the kickstand on here like that, and rest the bike on the kickstand just like that. Let's pull it out, and just by holding it here, pushing it against the stand, the rear wheel goes in the air. I'm just going to use the throttle. You can see how fast it goes. It's doing 33 miles an hour at the moment, just by holding the throttle. That's how they work. There we go. Apply the brakes. The brakes are very, very quiet as well. Very good. They don't make noise. They last a long, long time. You don't have to change the pads for 2,000 miles, but the discs will last you more than 10,000 miles. Yeah, it's a beautiful bike. The rear suspension is completely adjustable. You can adjust this by putting more air in it or taking more air out. It's also showing you in the manual how to do that. Yeah, so they are. Also, you can see these are the normal discs used on normal electric bikes. I've seen bikes with 10,000 or 5,000 watt motors only using these discs. These are very flimsy. These are bicycle parts. You mustn't have these. These will overheat and they will disintegrate as you're riding the bike. So be careful not to use these cheap stuff on the bike. So don't buy anything that has these on it if it's a high powered bike. This is the one that we use on our bikes. How thick it is. It's much thicker, much more sturdier. You can clearly see the difference in them. So we highly recommend these ones, big stuff, because the thing is, it's good and well going fast, but you need to be able to stop as well. So this is the normal pads that they use on these standard bicycle pads. So they go like this, rub against there. And these are the ones that we use on our bikes. You can see how much bigger they are, and they're a lot thicker as well. They last 4 times more. This will last you maybe 200 miles. This will last you 2,000 miles. So there's a big difference in the quality and in how long it will last. That's how they are. They go there, and these ones will hold there. All motorcycle grade parts. They're going to be a lot more powerful, a lot more durable, so you can safely stop and you can trust your bike to stop and make you feel comfortable doing it. They're not going to overheat. They're not going to start making noises or anything like that. Unlike these ones, with a high speed, this spins, overheats this, then this gets glazed and, you know, disintegrates. And then what happens is every time you brake, they start making squeaky noises. So these are not built for electric bikes. They're not good for big bikes. You need something like this. All the bikes come with a charger, fast charger. There's an indicator here that tells you when it's fully charged and when it's charging. Make sure you always use the original chargers for our bikes. That stops having problems with them. Also, you get the manual, a proper manual, big one. And you get the rear light. This is the rear lights that they come with. They're very good. They're rechargeable, very reliable parts. None of them cheap little things. They're proper good stuff. We give you these as well. You have a charging cable for your bike, and you get the little tool thing kit here. We give these away free of charge with the bike, so you can actually maintain your bike, and your bike can go thousands of miles and, you know, last you a long time. And of course this, people ask us what this is. This is actually a spokes key. You know, you tighten the spokes with these. We give them away free of charge. You don't need them yet, but you may need them in the future. when you know, if you hit a few bumps and stuff, you use these to tighten it as part of the maintenance. You just go around it once, tighten it. We've got other videos that show you how to do this as well. So that's how they are. That's how we give these away free as well. I think that's everything. Can't think of anything else. Yeah, that's how these bikes are. They're very good bikes. If you're planning on getting electric bike, just make sure you buy a bike you can rely on. Make sure the bike can go fast but stop as well, that it's not going to fall apart, it's not going to break down in a few months. If it does, make sure you can at least service it, or you can find parts to it. But we have lots of parts. You can see we have tons of parts here, tons of parts there, tons of motors here. We have all the components, all the brakes, everything here. We can service all our bikes. We can, you know, if you need anything, we've got the part in stock, and we're here in UK. We are a UK company, so we can take phone calls and diagnose anything on a phone call, fix the bike straight away. So you're not going to end up with a bike you can't fix. You know, you can just give us a call and get help with anything you need with our bikes. Most of our competitors are offshore, they're abroad, and you can only email them. And of course, if you need to fix a bike or get a part in, you don't want to be sending emails or writing essays and sending them emails. You want to be able to speak with someone on the phone. And that's what we're good for. So you get a warranty up to 1,000 miles, and after that we still help you and support you with these bikes. If you have any questions, just contact us. I will leave our telephone number at the bottom of the video on description, so just have a look there and contact us if you need anything with these bikes. We're always here to help. But if you're going to spend 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 pounds on a bike, make sure it's a bike that's reliable, that's designed to go fast and be safe, and designed to stop, and you can find parts for. There's a lot of different brands out there, but the problem is you can't maintain them. You can't keep them going, because when they break, you can't find parts, which is not good. But we will always have parts for these bikes. So if you did get one of our bikes, you know, you're in good hands. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll leave you guys to it. Thank you. Bye-bye.